And we begin tonight with Governor Rick Snyder's sworn deposition on why he gave the green light to Detroit's bankruptcy filing.
Was bankruptcy a foregone conclusion, and how does his testimony help decide what happens in bankruptcy court?
7 Action News investigator Jim Kirchner is taking action, bringing you some of those answers. And Jim, you were there in Lansing. How was the governor dealing with all this?
We never got to see him, but 2 attorneys who were inside talked with us after this was over. It was closed, but it was on video. We were told it will be released later, maybe tonight. This was also limited to only 3 hours. And get this, it was timed down to the minute.
There were certain times during the deposition when I think he was trying to be very forthcoming, and he was, and there were other times during the deposition where he couldn't recall, didn't recall, or was claiming the attorney-client privilege.
Michigan Governor Rick Snyder, who handpicked bankruptcy attorney Kevin Orr to be Detroit emergency manager and just months later take the city into bankruptcy that the governor authorized.
The governor did not say that he felt that bankruptcy was inevitable, but he was interested in knowing that Kevin Orr had bankruptcy experience and restructuring experience.
Did the governor consider the consequences?
How the retirees of Detroit, how their pensions should be treated in bankruptcy, and his answer was he had no view. We asked him how those retirees' pensions should be treated compared to the bondholders, compared to Wall Street, and he had no view.
The AFSCME union is the largest in Detroit and is concerned this city will set a precedent for every other city facing legacy debt, where they also have union members. The best shot at stopping it is playing out in bankruptcy court before Judge Stephen Rhodes in just 2 weeks.
AFSCME is still very concerned that they did not negotiate in good faith, and that's still one of our biggest challenges to the eligibility process that's going on right now.
Now, in a statement this afternoon, the governor said he agreed to the deposition to get the case resolved fairly and quickly. The bankruptcy was a difficult but necessary decision and the last viable option after a financial crisis 6 decades in the making. Now, 2 other people played a role in all of this. Michigan Treasurer Andy Dillon, the governor's right-hand man, Rich Baird. They're being deposed in Lansing tomorrow. And we'll be there. Stephen?
So, Jim, they're giving their deposition. Will they have to testify as well?
The attorneys up in Lansing told us they are under subpoena. They will decide later whether to call them as witnesses, and it will be up to Judge Stephen Rhodes whether he will allow them to be called as witnesses. But it is a trial. It's on eligibility, and it's in just 2 weeks downtown.
All right, we'll be there every step of the way.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jim.